1 week ago, we put a wet super on here. That was a fun video to make with Patrick. Hello, Patrick.
Hi, David.
Good to have you in the yard with us today. And Patrick and I made a video on how to extract honey, how to bottle it, how to take it off the hive. 1 hour and 35 minutes. It was a lot of work, but we work hard for you guys to help you guys know more about beekeeping. I'll leave a link at the end of this video to reference you to that extraction video. But today, we put this wet super on here a week ago. We kind of have a wager going on. Patrick thinks that in a week, this might be filled out already, capped over, and I think it's going to take 2 weeks. Now, we had a hiccup in the nectar flow. Let me tell you what happened. We had wildfire smoke move into Illinois. Yeah, and for almost 4 to 5 days, my bees did not forage much at all. It was zilcho. And it's because bees have a hard time navigating through smoke. Now, it's not the same as clouds. It's different than that. Those small particles really interfere with them being able to go out and fly normally. So Patrick may get off the hook a little bit because my bees didn't get to do what they normally do for almost a whole week. So we'll see what it looks like today. Let's see what a wet super looks like 1 week later. The guy that owns this place should weed eat right through here. Then you could just walk through here without getting chiggers and ticks.
Yeah, I'll have to get that wording once you get the lid off.
Oh, yeah, okay.
It hides too much.
Okay, I figured. Well, there's not a healthy bee on the entrance. She's the only one I see, though. Scary, isn't it? With pesticides being sprayed. Oh. It could be just normal aging. Who knows? All right. So let's pop it off, fingers crossed. Okay, let's get a little smoke in here. Now, I would hope I would see bees up there working it. That's what I want to see. Am I going to see bees? Oh, yeah, they're there. They're doing stuff there. Okay. So we put all these on. We harvested these, as you can see in the lettering. We harvested this 7 days ago. And then we took it right back on here as wet supers. So let's do a good job just looking and see where we are in a week. We'll just document this, okay? This will be episodic. We'll make episodes and keep kind of tracing. Can bees refill this? You know, and it's now like July the
24th.
It's July 24th, so it has been a week. But we have, you know, more time to see if bees can fill this up. Let's just take a look. All right, so they definitely. Oh, look at that now. We would not have left that like that, would we? We harvested everything. So that is what they filled up. Look at that.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they filled up. Nothing on that side, but oddly enough, on the side against the wall. Interesting. That blows my mind. Are we missing something?
No.
Why would they do that against the wall? Okay. So normally you'd think they'd work in the middle and then the wall they would do last. Oh, okay. This is the hive that lets you know after a minute they don't like you anymore.
They've been bumping me.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So nothing on that one. It's cleaned up. It's dry, but it's not any nectar yet. 7 days ago. Let's keep looking. Let's see what they've done. Okay. There are some traces of it that has been capped over. They've done a little bit of area there. That's interesting, isn't it? Remember, we cut that very smoothly for the most part. So they've been rebuilding some of that comb, I think. Yeah. This is fun just to kind of think what do bees do, you know, with all this after it's been on here a week. They had to repair the comb a little bit, change it up a little bit. Now, there's some bees. There's not a lot of bees on it yet, though. That's kind of the discouraging part of it. Not like they're working it, taking nectar up there. I got it. All right. Getting closer to the middle. Here we go. Let's look at this frame here. Mm-hmm. They've definitely repaired or built the comb, and you can kind of get an idea. Look how wavy it is. Interesting, isn't it? You know, we cut it pretty smooth with the knife, and they've kind of rebuilt it, certainly in a wavy way. You may be asking, why do they do that? Why do bees do what they do? Yeah, that's a question we all ask. Why do bees do what they do? I have no idea.
Why does Patrick do what he does?
A little bit of capped over in spots there. Hit and miss though. So not much going on in this super yet. One week later, Patrick. Sorry.
Yep, I was wrong.
Yeah, well, that was a good guess, you know. Everybody has a guess. But they have a lot of work to do, and they're not really showing signs of wanting to do it. Now, one of the things we could do is bottom super this. We could actually place this closer we could swap it with the one that's on there now. I would say, in lieu of what I'm looking at here, I got sweat in my eyes, I would say probably this isn't going to be a bad idea. I think we ought to put this one below the one that's, swap it with the one below it. So let's do that. We need to rile these bees up a little bit, Patrick. They're being too nice for their reputation, you know. All right. Very good. Very good. Another thing that can be going on, a lot of beekeepers don't understand this, is that, and I used to wrestle with this when I was trying to make a living selling honey, is that you might, let's say you have this honey super here that's ready to be harvested, and you go back to get it, and it's gone. They take the honey that's in there, they open it up, they take it back down and use it to support their brood area, especially if the nectar starts being reduced in your area. So it wouldn't hurt for us to pull a frame up just to kind of take a look to see. I can kind of see in there. It doesn't look bad. I can tell this frame here is one that we must have put in there to kind of checkerboard it. It's not drawn out, or these two aren't very good. But I can tell this one, you can tell by looking down there. But I want to look at this one right here the most, just to get an idea. So let's smoke them because they are a more defensive colony. And so we want to make sure that we don't agitate them more. So smoke is going to help. Ooh, look at that. So not much on these 2026 frames. Let's look at the other 2026 frames to my left, see what it looks like right here. Okay, that propolis is really tight on this cooler morning. All right, yep, that's what we want to see. Yep, that's a good one there. Okay. Yeah, so let's go ahead and swap these out. Here we go. I'm trying. Got a frame coming up with me, I think. No, it's just that stuck. Wow. There we go. All right, I'm going to set this down here by me. These can be pretty heavy. Patrick and I weighed a full one last week. It weighed 50.8 pounds for one medium super. That's capped over in full. All right. Yeah, I don't feel like scraping that off.
I was trying to see how many bees were in there. I expected to see more bees in that super.
Oh, me too.
The first one here.
Oh, me too.
There weren't
Totally.
that many in there.
Yeah, totally. I mean, this doesn't look like a low number. I mean, it's not bad.
Mm-hmm.
Not huge, but it's not bad. Let's stick to swapping for now. All right. Yeah, let's go ahead and put this one here. See if we can get it to be filled up a little faster by bottom supering it. Put the heavy one on top. There we go. And that way we'll give it a little bit of an advantage. Maybe the bees might feel like they want to get up there and get that going a little quicker. It's always hard to know exactly what your area is like, you know, what's still blooming. Are bees still going to work it? Are you in a dearth? But it's worth a try. You know, this is July the 24th, so it's getting almost into August now. A lot of you are done with your nectar flow. I get it, but we're still going to try to push, see if the bees can do it. And if you'd like to watch the video where Patrick and I did an extraction, I took the honey super off of here, we uncapped it, we spun it out, we bottled it, we cleaned up our mess. Take a look at this video right here. I'll see you guys over there.